Hello, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III, and fuck me dead, this is a late viewer email. I can't even remember whether I've done this one or not, so I'll make it again. This is a letter. I received a letter in. It's for Gilbert, and I can't remember if I did the video or not, so I'm just going to make another one. This is from August 2015. I'm a little bit late, so those cunters who are complaining about slowness, just feel sorry for fucking Gilbert. Hi Archie, love your channel. I have 3 questions. I would love a video response, so I've enclosed $50 cash against all advice given by Australia Post. Please do not use my surname in your response, but you're welcome to use my given name, Gilbert. Apart from the 3 questions, I also wish to make an observation. However, it's not necessary to respond to my observation on video unless you want. Question 1. Is it wise to buy high-end watches at auction? E.g. firststateauctions.com.au. What do I think of that? Look, I would say, to be honest with you, buying at auction is always fraught with danger. I know a lot of people who put things into auction because they're not quite working right. I would prefer, if you're buying a watch for yourself, I'd prefer to get a relationship with a good, honest dealer and buy it from them. I reckon that's the way to go. In Australia and overseas, get a relationship. In America, I always recommend Jewelers on Time because they're honest, good fuckers. In Australia, there's Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane and Sydney. In Melbourne, you've got European Watch Co. That used to be Armadale Watch Gallery. You've got thewatchgallery.com.au. There's so many good dealers around there. So I would rather, if you're buying for yourself, auction can be fraught with danger. Better to get a dealer relationship. Any problems, you can go back. You may pay a bit more, but you're buying used from a dealer. You can't get better than that, in my opinion. Question 2. What advice would you give a guy who wants to purchase a Rolex Explorer 1 39mm, buy new or used? I know you massively favor used, but remember that we are talking about a watch that is no more than 5 years old. Anything turning up used may only be 2 or 3 years old. Also, due to recent increase in 2010, the used market for Rolex Explorer 1 39mm has no great depths in numbers. Also, I'm not interested in the Rolex Explorer 1 36mm or smaller, so they are off the radar. Fair point, fair point. I know what he's saying. He thinks they're a bit small. I love the 36mm Explorer 1, but hey, what the fuck am I to say? Look, if you're going to buy new, my honest advice is, for starters, we are in a fucking global recession, okay? We are in fucking shitter time. So second-hand ones will be coming up. The problem is the Rolex dealers in Australia are such cunters. They won't give you, what do they give you, 10% off, 15%? They're cunts. They won't give you a discount. I really think you're better off to buy used from a dealer like Kenny Nguyen. He'll look after you. But if it's not much price difference, sure, get the tax back. Get the best possible price you can. And yes, if it's not much difference, you can buy new. I concede that. Let me concede that. Question 3. If I had it serviced every 5 years by an authorized Rolex dealer, what could realistically expect to pay for a Rolex service fees? They're fucking expensive. I like to use independents. I like to use, because the only Rolex recommended service is through Rolex themselves, and it's a gravy train. Rolex are a bunch of cunts when it comes to servicing. They want to own that monopoly and never ever send a vintage Rolex like a 1680. They'll try and take the dial out and tell you you need a new one of this and that. They're just fucking nasty. They've fucked a lot of vintage watches up, let me just say that. But as far as new watches, look, you're looking about $1,000 fucking dollars. It's expensive. I'd highly recommend Watch Tech in Brisbane, because they've got really good service technicians there at a lot cheaper than Rolex. Okay, So my answer is I'd try and find a good independent. Observation, here we go. I am not a collector, and the Rolex Explorer 1 39mm would be my one and only luxury watch. I plan to keep it for at least 25 years. I estimate the cost at 85 cents a day. Purchase 9,000 Aussie in 2015. Resale value at the end of 25 years, 40% of the purchase price being $3,600 in 2015 dollars. Service costs $600 at years 5, 10, 15, 20, 2,400. 9,000 minus 3,006 plus 2,4 equals 7,800 divided by 25. Costs $312 per year, or 85 cents a day. If I told my friends I was going to buy a watch for 9,000, they would all say I was mad. However, if I told them I was going to buy a watch and it would only cost 85 cents a day, and if I lost my cash and credit card when I was overseas, I could sell it for enough money to pay for a plane ticket anywhere in the world, they would say, yeah, good move. Keep up the good work, Archie. Gilbert, and he's, what do I say? Thank you so much, Gilbert. A very big apologies if I don't know if I've done this video or not, but I've decided to just do it again in case I've left you off. So apologies there. And see, eventually Archie does get to all the reviews. So, you know, I try my best. Okay, fuckers, I'm ArchieLuxury. Tell me what you fuckers think of that. Nice one, Archie. Great vid.
We specialize here in pre-owned Rolex watches. Rolex watch is a very special timepiece, and we always do the servicing exactly as factory specifications. We buy a pre-owned piece and we put it into brand new condition. We have Rolex certified technicians working on that. We completely disassemble the piece. We adjust and polish and change every single part of the watch.
You have to have certified watchmakers that know what they're doing. If you have an expensive car, you're just not going to bring it to any mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing.
You spend $5,000, it's like if you put money in the safe deposit box. And 1 or 2 years from now, you will keep having your $5,000. We have to spend a lot of money to get all this equipment together, but makes me feel I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It's not a question of money, it's my passion.
Jewelers on time, simply the best.